Psychopath. Grief. Witnessing someone in the throes of grief has always presented a perplexing experience for me. It has never been easy to fathom the depths of sorrow that consume individuals when they lose someone dear to them. Yet, the human capacity for emotional expression continues to astound me. In this particular instance, I find myself standing on the periphery of a heart-rending scene. A person consumed by anguish, their face contorted with pain, their eyes swollen with tears, is immersed in a sea of sorrow. They have suffered a profound loss, and their grief radiates through every fibre of their being. It is a display of vulnerability, a raw and unfiltered expression of pain that transcends any words that can be uttered. From my detached vantage point, I observe their tears cascade down their cheeks, each drop a testament to the weight of their grief. I observe the tremors in their body as if the very foundations of their existence have been shaken. Their sobs echo in the room, a haunting melody of despair that fills the emptiness with an overwhelming presence. Yet, as I watch this spectacle, I find myself unable to fully grasp the magnitude of their sorrow. Empathy eludes me, as my psychopathy acts as an impenetrable shield against the emotional turmoil that envelops them. The tears that stream down their face seem foreign to me, an enigma I struggle to decipher. I am an outsider, peering into a world of profound loss, and my inability to connect with their pain makes me seem like an intruder. But I know that it is central to my understanding of my prey to understand and ensure that I observe their responses. In spite of this emotional disconnect, I cannot help but acknowledge the significance of their grief. For every tear they shed, there lies a multitude of memories, a tapestry of shared experiences, and an irreplaceable void left behind by the departed. It reminds me of the fragility of life, the ephemeral nature of existence, and the indelible impact one person can have on another. It reinforces the necessity of my existence. Though my psychopathy limits my ability to offer solace or consolation, I recognize the power of presence. In my silence, I stand witness to their sorrow, acknowledging the depth of their loss. I understand that sometimes the greatest support that can be provided is simply being there, an anchor in the storm of their emotions. I have learned that from others. While I may not comprehend the nuances of their grief, I accept its existence as a fundamental aspect of their human experience. Loss and mourning are intertwined in the intricate tapestry of life, and it is through these moments of despair that we discover the resilience of the human spirit, or the weakness of most humans. As I continue to observe, I remain cognizant of the transformative power of grief, and the potential for healing that so many see as lying within it. Grief highlights the vast spectrum of human emotions and the depth of your capacity to love and mourn. Though my detachment prevents me from fully connecting with their sorrow, it does not diminish the significance of their grief and my understanding of the impact it has upon them, and how, should I choose, I can use that understanding against the grief-stricken individual or utilize their experience elsewhere. As I continue to observe, a sense of curiosity begins to stir within me. I find myself contemplating the nature of emotional detachment and its implications in the face of such intense sorrow. Is my detachment a shield that protects me from the overwhelming weight of grief? Or is it a barrier that prevents me from truly understanding the depth of human emotion? It is neither, for I do not experience grief. It is a hindrance, a weakness. It is absent from me. In this moment of consideration, I realize that emotional detachment does not make me immune to the impact of loss. Rather, it unveils the complexity of human emotion and the vast range of responses it elicits. While I may not experience the same depths of sorrow as the person before me, I bear witness to the intricacies of their grief, the nuances of their pain. It provides me with so much without any of the disadvantages experienced by feeling it. As I delve deeper into this understanding, I question the origins of my emotional detachment. Is it a defense mechanism formed through personal experiences, or is it an inherent aspect of my temperament? Perhaps it is a combination of both. I have come to understand that emotional detachment does equate to a lack of empathy or compassion. It is a unique lens through which I navigate the world, allowing me to offer a different perspective, one that may be detached but not devoid of understanding. In this moment, I recognize the importance of embracing diversity in emotional responses. Our individual experiences shape our reactions to loss, and there is no singular right way to grieve. Some may find solace in tears and cathartic release, while others may seek solace in silence and contemplation. Both approaches are valid, although neither applies to me. As the tears continue to flow, I become acutely aware of the transformative power of grief. It is through the process of mourning that you confront your own mortality, reevaluate your priorities, and find strength in the face of adversity. Loss becomes an agent of change, propelling you forward on a path of self-discovery and growth. In this juncture, I realize that my role as an emotionally detached observer is not to impose my own emotional framework onto others, but rather to simply observe and utilize their individual journey. I can offer support by acknowledging their pain, providing a space free of judgment, and extending a hand should I deem it advantageous to me. I know how. I've seen others do it, and it is easy to copy. While I may never fully comprehend the depths of their sorrow, I can still use what I have witnessed. The opportunities are numerous. The individual is weakened and vulnerable, and exploitation may prove expedient. Then again, I may see value in creating the pretense of assurance, and can offer a unique perspective that fosters introspection and encourages the bereaved to navigate their grief in a way that feels authentic to them. Again, to my advantage. Alternatively, I shall simply acquire what I have witnessed, store it, and use it to finesse my understanding of the way that people grieve, so it can prove useful to me at some future point. Grief is an acute and deep reminder of the vast spectrum of human emotions and the diverse ways in which you process and navigate through grief. Emotional detachment does not diminish the significance of another's pain, rather it provides an alternative lens through which to understand. I find grief curiously sickening. I am pleased I am not afflicted by this weakness, yet I find seeing it in others entirely fascinating. When I create it, my world explodes.